The following are properties, original work, creations, and ideas of Kelebogile Sehoa. The ElementRings brand includes, but is not limited to, the ElementRings Pty Ltd company, the ElementRings script, comic book or manga script, characters, movie script, ElementRings merchandise, and Negu brand. All rights claimed and reserved by Kelebogile Sehoa. Hello, and welcome back to ElementRings. Here's a quick recap before we continue. Mushidi stated that the cloud she saw on Botlhale had gotten bigger and that there was something else attached to Botlhale, and it was very scary. If you haven't checked out our catalog, I suggest you do it because things are about to get crazy. Now let's continue with the story. 50 minutes later, the transport dropped off the kids at school. Otlalefile quickly jumped out of the transport after seeing one of his friends and went to them. Botlhale also got off and went on his own. Teboho looked concerned, so being the friend he was, he went after Botlhale to double check on him. He caught up to him and asked, "Yo, B, you good?" Botlhale turned around, smiled, closed his eyes, and crossed his fingers. He opened his eyes, looked at Teboho and said, "Yeah, Tebza, as I said, I just have a lot on my mind." Botlhale then walked off. Tlalfang sees this interaction between his brother and Teboho and becomes worried because usually they say goodbye to each other as they go their own way. He then screamed out to Botlhale while waving his hands. But Botlhale just kept walking. Teboho looks to Tlalefang, who was now beside him, and says, "Don't worry, little man, I'll keep an eye on him." Tlalefang starts running after Botlhale, answering, "Let it go, he's my brother. He needs me more than he needs you." Tlalefang catches up to Botlhale and says, "Bro, would you wait up? I've been calling out to you." Botlhale was lost in his thoughts when he realizes his brother was talking to him. "Oh, Tlalefang, it's you. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, little bro." The two brothers walked up a flight of stairs and headed to the toilet. They came out after a short while with their hands to their noses. "Man, that place reeks. The school needs to do something about that smell. It's unhealthy," said Botlhale. Tlalefang laughed and said, "You crazy big bro. I'm off to meet up with my friends. Will you be okay?" Botlhale smiled and nodded his head. The two then bumped fists and went their separate ways. Botlhale hurried to the library as he knew it would be the place where he'd be inconspicuous. He made his way up another flight of stairs and made it to the library. He sat down and reached into his bag to take out the history book, but the siren went off. "That's just great. If I didn't know any better, I'd say fate didn't want me to read this empty book," Botlhale thought to himself. He was too eager to learn more about his elementary. He returned the book to his bag and he left the library. As he was running to class, he felt weird. "I don't know what it is, but there's something off about today," Botlhale thought some more. He arrived to his class and went in. The door had the words Grade 6C written above it. He realized that his teacher wasn't in class, so he saw it as an opportunity to read the history book. He sat down, took it out, and put it on his desk. As he was about to open it, he then thought, "What if someone sees me reading this empty thing? They are definitely going to think I'm crazy." He then looked around and noticed that some of his classmates weren't there yet, and those who were preoccupied with something else. "Okay, the coast is clear," Botlhale thought to himself. He looked at the history book and again thought, "Here we go." He vigorously paged through, and the book was still empty. As he was about to give up, he saw writing on the back inside cover, and it read, "Return to page 1." He pressed his teeth against each other and said, This thing is getting on my nerves, as he paced back to page 1. At the same time, the teachers were leaving the staff room and heading to their classes. Back in Botlale's class, the inside front cover read, "Welcome." The first page read, "Hello Ringa, Botlale Pila Fela." If you can see this, it means you have completed step 1, reading and understanding the instruction manual and then proceeding with the ritual. We welcome you as the third ringer in the history of history itself. The last ringer first appeared the day you were born, 12 years ago. He died last night. It was around 00:07. Around the time you were completing your ritual. Yes, you guessed it. That means the three of you share a link thanks to your love for things out of the ordinary. You now possess one of 4 ElementRings. The first ringer was entrapped in the realm of stagnancy the same day the second ringer became a ringer. That's because the first ringer broke the term that forbade the ring from going onto the thumb. Because he did so, he gained the ability to use all the powers simultaneously and then some. He also gained immortality, but that was only possible after being trapped in the realm of stagnancy where time doesn't flow. He also realized that it would not come off after wearing it on the thumb, thus sealing his fate. That means the second ringer only died because he didn't have his ring on his thumb. Even though he wasn't wearing it, he died because he was a ringer. Hence, he wasn't trapped in the realm of stagnancy. It's been 24 years since the first ringer, but not in the realm of stagnancy. No 2 ringers can exist or occupy the realm of stagnancy at the same time. The previous one will die or enter the realm of stagnancy depending on the circumstances then. If another ringer enters the realm of stagnancy, the realm will forcibly eject the one who was in there previously. That is the only way to exit the realm of stagnancy. Thus, the link between all ringers. That is the way of the ElementRings. And that's the end of the 40th release. As you all heard, Botlale is now able to see the contents of the ElementRings history book thanks to completing the ElementRings instruction manual ritual. The history book revealed a lot of bad information about what the ring is. Stay tuned to find out how Botlale faces the new challenges that come with him being a ringer. Thanks for the support and bye for now.